What is differentiation? Differentiation is defined as a method or a process of finding the derivative of a function. The instantaneous rate of change in function can be found using the differentiation based on one of its variables. Practical technique of differentiation can be carried out first by algebraic function, second derivative of trigonometry, and third is logarithmic function.
Hi, my name is Anil Shazdi from class CDCS1432D, part 2D, and I'm going to be talking about 4 techniques of differentiation. As you can see from the slide, number 1 is derivatives of constant, linear, and power functions. Firstly, constant functions means that the f prime is always 0, so it has no slope. Now, linear function has the variable x, which means when you differentiate, you get a. That means the slope is equal to a. Now, power rule has function that is equal to x to the power of n. So, to differentiate, you have to bring the power down into the front and subtract 1 from the exponent. So then you get n times x to the power of n minus 1. Now, on to the second slide. The second technique is derivatives of sums and differences. The sum rule is when the derivative of fx plus gx becomes derivative fx plus derivative gx. So it becomes separated. Now, on to the differences rule. It is the same as the sum rule, but the key difference is instead of adding, it is subtracting. For example, the derivative of fx minus gx will become derivative fx minus derivative gx, just like in sum rule.
Now, let's continue with the product rule. When we want to differentiate two functions that are multiplied together, we cannot just differentiate them separately. We need to apply a specific rule, which is the product rule. Product rule formula: if we have a function y equal to u multiplied by v, we need to change the function into u prime s multiplied by vs plus us multiplied by v prime, and we can calculate them to get the answer. Now let's move on to quotient rule. The rule is used when we are differentiating a fraction, that is, one function divided by another's.
Let's move to the question number 2a. From the question number 2a, we need to find dy dx for 3x squared secant x plus 2. This is a product of two functions, so we will use the product rule. The product rule say dy dx equal to uv prime plus vu prime. U is 3x squared and for the v is secant x plus 2. We need to differentiate the value of u and v to get u prime and v prime. So we get that u is 3x squared and u prime is 6x, and for the v is secant x plus 2, and for the v prime is secant x plus 2 tan x plus 2. So the final answer is 6x secant x plus 2 plus 3x squared secant x plus 2 tan x plus 2, and that's all.
So for the next question, given y equal to 4x plus 2 divided by cos x. So for this question, we need to use quotient rule, and we differentiate y to equal y prime equal to d over dx multiplied by 4x plus 2 divided by cos x. So it becomes 4x plus 2 multiplied by cos x minus 4x plus 2 d over dx and multiplied again by cos x, and divide them by cos x squared. Okay, then we can get y prime equals to 4 cos x minus 4x plus 2 minus sin x, and divided by cos x squared. and we can calculate them as a normal way. Y prime equals to 4 cos x plus 4x plus 2 multiplied by sin x over cos x squared. And for the final answer, we get y prime equal to 4 cos x plus 4x plus 2 sin x divided by cos x squared.
For question 3, I was given y ln 3x minus e to the power of 2x plus 1 minus tan 4y equal to 0. And from that, I have to find dy dx using implicit differentiation. Step 1 is to use product rule. After that, you get the following equation. Step 2 is to isolate dy dx to the left side. This is to separate the dy dx to one side. Then you get the equation on the bottom. Okay, next slide. Now for step 3, you have to take out dy dx from left side. From that, the left side becomes dy dx times the number in brackets, as you can see from the slide. Lastly, the final step is to move the numbers in the brackets to the other side. From that, which becomes division. So the answer of the question is dy dx equal to e to the power of 2x plus 1 minus y over x divided by ln 3x minus 4x squared 4y.
This is the last question, which is question number 4. For the first step is we need to let f at. So the value 80.99, we need to replace it with x. And for the second step is we need to differentiate of fx to get f prime. The third step is we need to find delta x. Before we find the delta x, we need to find the value of x and x naught. X is given value, and for the value of x is 80.99. X naught is chosen value. So the value of x naught, we pick a number that close to 80.99, which is 81. Substitute all the value to the formula delta x, and the answer is negative 0.01. For the last step, we need to use the linear approximation formula, which is fx naught plus f prime x naught multiply delta x. So we calculate all that using the formula, and the final answer we get is 2.778.
So the conclusion is, this topic teaches you how to find the rate of change and how to use different methods to solve different types of functions. The question tests your understanding of this technique in both theory and practice. Mastering them will help you to solve many real-life problems in science, engineering, and economics.